everybody, this is Tim Charron, and welcome to my brand new podcast called The Charron Zone. Blah, 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 blah. All right, hey girls and guys, Tim Charron here, and this is 3 reasons why you must be playing free gigs. So before I get started, make sure you subscribe before you start hating on this whole video, because I know that there's going to be people that are freaking out. Oh my God, it's going to change the market in my hometown, and musicians are going to be getting paid less all over the world because one random person is playing free gigs. Well, make sure you subscribe and comment on here, and we'll get right into it. So this is 3 reasons why musicians must play free gigs. Here's the deal. You are a business. If you're in the music business and you want to get paid to play music, you have your own little tiny music business. And if you know anything about business, you have to invest in that business to get it growing and to get it started. So, reason number 1, at the beginning, nobody's going to want to pay you. So, nobody pays you to practice your guitar or practice vocals. So, how can you go out when you're doing your very first gigs and say, well, I need to be getting paid, let's say starter gigs, right? Bar gigs, which bars and restaurants, I think they are by far the best, greatest, I'm shedding all over myself, the greatest for my wristbands. So they are the greatest training ground, I think, for, at least in my experience, for going from starting out, doing open mic nights, and then going and playing at bars and restaurants. And you can get paid, so I'll just go with the example for solo, acoustic, singer-songwriter, playing covers on a bar stool. You get paid $150 to $250 a night. But if you don't have any gigs on your resume, and you are just coming from either school where you're learning how to play music, or you're just coming from your bedroom and taking lessons and everything, go out and do a few free shows, and then you can build your videos and your photos and your content, put them on your website, put them on social media. So that's a great way to get rolling. Doing things for free is an amazing tool. You should use it as a weapon in your arsenal to go and get started with things, so that plus you need to go improve yourself. If you're just starting out, if you just want to get into the bars and the restaurants and things like that, contact your local bar that you want to play at and say, hey, I'll come in and I'll do a free 1-hour set on a Wednesday, and if you like it, then my rate is $150 a gig for a 3-hour gig. Boom, there you go. That's how to do it. It's an investment in yourself. Okay, number 2. Like I said, you need to prove yourself. I mean, if you're a bass player and you want to get gigs backing someone up, or backing up a bunch of bands, or in a bunch of different cover bands, or whatever it is, you need to prove yourself somehow. So if you're not booked, as much as you want to be, then, to go and get an ongoing gig that's going to pay you over and over, say you want to play every Friday and Saturday with a band, approach a band and say, hey, I'll come in and I'll play a gig for free, or I'll sit in for free and show you guys how good I am. And if you're that good, then you'll get the gig, and on you go. You're getting paid from then on forward. So proving yourself is a big thing. Now, the second one is, of course, to make a big advance in your career. A lot of things, doing the national anthem for free, opening for people for free, opening for, maybe a big regional band for free is a great way to go from smaller stages to bigger stages. And then, of course, you get the content, you get the video, you get the photos, you put it on your website, you put it on social media, and then you have more social proof. I have done 1 million free shows in my life. At the beginning, I did free stuff. Okay, I moved to Nashville. I was semi-homeless. I had lost all my money. I was living in a trailer behind. Thank you, Cowboy John. I was living in a trailer behind his house in East Nashville. This little tiny house, and we had no bathroom and no shower through the winter. So if you know Nashville, East Nashville, Shelby Park, me and Smidge, we used to have to walk up the hill, Shelby Park, to go to the bathroom in the porta potties. Okay? Follow me here. And I had just moved to Nashville. I didn't know anybody. So I did a bunch of free gigs to get my name out there. I played at the Star Cafe, and all they paid me was dinner. And Smidge, which was nice of them. And then I put a tip jar out. And I did tons of those gigs. I did tons, and then I graduated to like $25 gigs. 3 hours, $25. That's it. I remember I went to between Nashville and Franklin, and I hustled so hard to get, I can't remember the name of the place, but I got a gig for $45 for 3 hours. I had to bring my own sound system, the whole thing. So I'm not just telling you to go out and do free stuff. I've done it. I have opened for people as my career advanced on huge stages for thousands of people. At the beginning, I did it for free. A lot of the opening acts get paid next to nothing. A lot of the opening spots that I've done with my band, I've lost money. I had to pay the band because I hire people, and I pay the band, and the opening spot pays me less than I'm paying the band. It's an investment. These are all ways to invest. I mean, of course, if you've been playing bars and restaurants for 10 years, and then a bar is like, hey, do you want to come and would you play for free on a Saturday night? Of course, you tell them, hell no. You're not going to come over to my house and serve dinner for me and my friends and family for free, so you can get exposure. But these things are extremely important, and free can be the greatest thing that you can do, the greatest weapon in your arsenal. I mean, it has been for me. So as you go in your career and you take steps and you get to be doing bigger and better things, then you decide whether or not, it's worth investing in doing a free show. So number 3, I'm going to take it a step further. Should you pay to play? And the answer is yes. I know, I'm blowing people's minds right now. Pay to play? Oh my God, Tim, you're absolutely insane. You have no idea what you're talking about. Here we go. I have paid to play at, I don't know if you guys have heard of these things, but showcases. They're an amazing way to basically take your act from making, I don't know, I'll just throw numbers out there, playing at bars and making $600 or $700 a night, to taking the same act, playing at festivals or city events or fairs and making $3,000 a night. How do you do that? Well, you invest in yourself and you pay to perform at showcases. There are showcases for everything. I'll tell you from my personal experience, I have paid a lot of money to play at festival conferences. So basically, they have conferences. All of these people that run festivals and fairs, they all go to these certain conferences, and you pay to perform for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I just did a free one. I'm glad I thought of this. I just did a free one last week where I did a solo acoustic. They approached me. It was a Miami. Festivals and Events and Festivals Association, Greater Miami. And so they were like, hey, will you come and play for free? And I went and played for free. It was an afternoon out of my life. I played like 8 minutes solo acoustic, met a bunch of amazing people, production companies, festivals, fairs, the really great, really cool people that now I've become friends with. And that's the best way to network, is to go and do showcases in front of the people that are going to hire you. It's that simple. And most of the time, this one, I didn't have to pay, but most of the time you have to pay. But if you want to go from here to here, you have to invest in yourself. So yeah, Tim Charron, I'm telling you to go and pay to play. Now, it's a totally different scenario if it's a club and they want you to sell tickets and all of that stuff. I mean, I know LA is notorious for it. It's been happening a little bit in Nashville, where I don't know if they're requiring people to pay to cover selling a certain amount of tickets, but use your judgment. These conferences, there are conferences, NACA and APCA, that are all college buyers. So they're going to book you into colleges, and they pay really well. They pay for travel, they pay for hotels, they pay for food, everything. But the only way to get in front of these people is to pay for a slot to showcase. So those are my 3 reasons that you absolutely must be playing free gigs. And of course, as you get more and more success, then you just use your best judgment as to what constitutes a free gig that is benefiting only the venue or wherever you're playing, which of course you shouldn't do, or doing a free gig that is going to be an investment in yourself and your act. And forget exposure. It's going to elevate you to the next step. As long as you leverage it the right way, use your best judgment. So do me a favor, leave me a comment. Make sure you leave me a comment and let me know if you've ever done a free gig and did it help or hurt your career. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.